My journey began practically from scratch. With no significant financial resources, no inheritances or powerful connections to boost me up, all I had was a clear vision of where I wanted to go and an unwavering determination to turn that vision into reality. From the very beginning, I knew the road would be long and arduous, but this never discouraged me. On the contrary, it served as fuel for my dream of building a life of abundance and freedom, a life where I could look back and be proud of every obstacle overcome, of every achievement earned through my own merits. In the early years, I faced countless challenges. I had to learn to be resilient, to adapt to new circumstances, and to see failure as a natural and even necessary component of the process. I understood early on that each mistake was a lesson, an opportunity for growth. Instead of being shaken by difficulties, I learned to embrace them, using them to refine my strategies, to strengthen my character and my vision. Those years were marked by tireless work, sleepless nights, and countless hours dedicated to study and skill enhancement. I relentlessly sought new ways to improve myself, to better understand the market and the dynamics of success, always keeping my eyes fixed on my greater goal. With every small victory, a dose of confidence was added to my spirit, and I felt more prepared to move forward, regardless of the obstacles. After years of dedication and many sacrifices, I achieved a level of financial stability that allowed me to accumulate considerable wealth. Today, with millions of dollars earned, I see this outcome as something much greater than just a simple indicator of material wealth. To me, it is living proof that it is possible to turn dreams into reality, as long as we are willing to work for them and face any adversity along the way. This wealth is a consequence of my determination and my faith in the process, but above all, it is a symbol of overcoming and personal growth. From a very young age, I had the conviction that financial success was just a matter of time. This certainty was not based on a sense of superiority, but rather on the way I viewed the world, and more importantly, myself. I always believed that being truly wealthy went far beyond the accumulation of material goods. For me, true wealth was synonymous with freedom. The freedom to live according to my values, to make choices without financial restrictions or external influences, and to be able to help and inspire others along the way. Being rich, then, is much more than purchasing power. It is the ability to positively impact the world, showing that success is attainable for anyone willing to act and confront their fears. We live in a world where only a small fraction of the population truly experiences financial freedom. This reality is not a coincidence. Achieving this level of life requires intense commitment, personal sacrifices, and a willingness to embrace the unknown that few are willing to face. Being part of the top 5% of the richest in the world is not something that happens by chance. It is the result of conscious choices and a mindset of constant learning. It is a journey that demands clarity of purpose, a willingness to take risks, and the resilience of someone who knows that each fall is just a temporary pause before a new rise. Wealth, as many believe, is not the final destination of a journey. It is a natural consequence of a path filled with effort, discipline, and a commitment to adding value to the world over time. This process is not about money itself, but rather about personal growth and self-development. When we focus on expanding our knowledge, developing our skills, and becoming the best version of ourselves, money becomes an inevitable consequence. It is the result of a stance of continuous learning and a mindset of excellence. Financial prosperity, then, emerges as a response to our commitment to give our best, to solve problems, and to create solutions that benefit others. Achieving this financial freedom also requires a transformation in how we view money. For many, money is viewed with suspicion, almost like a taboo, something superficial or even negative. However, money, when used wisely, is a powerful tool that can provide peace, comfort, and the freedom to choose how we want to live. It reduces everyday worries and allows us to focus on what truly matters, whether it is our personal development, our relationships, or our deepest dreams. It enables us to live more lightly, knowing that financial adversities will not deter us from fulfilling our purpose. It's not about accumulating wealth merely for show, but rather about ensuring that a lack of resources doesn't limit or prevent us from living fully. Financial difficulties often have devastating effects on self-esteem, mental health, and even relationships. In a scenario where money is scarce, anxiety and stress become a constant presence, obstructing the path to a fulfilling life. Financial stability, therefore, is not a luxury, but a necessity for anyone who wants to live with dignity, free from the limitations imposed by lack of resources. When this security is achieved, everything around begins to transform. Financial freedom opens doors to a richer life in every aspect. You start to see money as a means to realize, to build, and to contribute. It becomes a bridge for you to explore your potential, develop your talents, and leave a lasting legacy for future generations. Wealth ceases to be the goal and becomes a means to live a truly meaningful and purposeful life. There are still those who say it is wrong to desire prosperity, but often these voices belong to those who have never faced the pressures of financial insecurity in its extreme. For those who have experienced the anguish of not knowing how to pay the bills at the end of the month, the value of financial security is undeniable. It offers much more than comfort. It gives us dignity, peace of mind, and the freedom to build the future we desire. Ultimately, maintaining an ambitious and positive outlook on money is essential for achieving a fulfilling and satisfying life. Many are discouraged by criticism or limiting beliefs, but success and prosperity are not privileges of the few. They are, in fact, the result of a commitment to self-development, a growth mindset, and a conscious choice to pursue abundance. When we embrace this expansive mindset, we begin to see money as an ally in realizing our dreams, a tool that empowers us to live fully and create a positive impact in the world. Thus, the journey towards financial freedom is a choice, a daily construction made of learning, improvement, and resilience. Wealth will naturally come to those who are willing to grow, face challenges, and invest in themselves. And when it arrives, your life is transformed, not only by the financial independence it provides, but by all that it represents in terms of freedom, legacy, and purpose. Thus, the journey to financial freedom is a choice, a continuous journey of learning and self-improvement. Wealth will naturally come to those who are willing to grow, face challenges, and invest in themselves. And when it arrives, your life is transformed, not just by what money allows, but by everything it represents in terms of freedom, purpose, and the opportunity to leave a lasting legacy. I invite you to reflect on your own relationship with money and how it can impact your future. Having an abundance mindset is the first step to building a life of freedom, as money, when well utilized, not only facilitates access to new opportunities, but also allows you to live life on your own terms and inspire others to do the same. After all, we are all capable of achieving prosperity. We just need to be willing to walk the necessary path and learn something new every day. I started my journey without resources, but after years of preparation, I achieved a fortune of millions of dollars, motivated by the desire to show that dreams can come true, even starting from scratch. From a young age, I always believed I would attain this wealth. That certainty has never left me. For me, true wealth is not just in possessions, but in living life on your own terms, fully enjoying this fascinating experience and inspiring others with our example and life philosophy. To live like the wealthiest minority, one must be willing to do what they do. Wealth is not a goal to be quickly achieved, but rather the inevitable result of a continuous journey of learning and personal development. Don't seek money for its own sake. Seek knowledge and growth, and money will be a consequence. Having a healthy relationship with money and recognizing its importance is crucial. Although money does not directly bring happiness, the lack of it can create worries that profoundly affect our peace and happiness. We live in a society where money alleviates worries and allows for a life with more freedom to be happy. It is not about being rich to be happy, but about preventing financial difficulties from disrupting our well-being and growth. How many people have lost their joy, or even their homes and dignity, due to an unexpected job loss? That is why it is important to be rational and avoid letting limiting beliefs, such as the idea that money is not essential, block our dreams and aspirations. Cultivate an open and expansive mindset that allows you to live fully and achieve your goals with confidence. Many people around us do not see the world this way. In fact, it is common to find those who repeat phrases like, "money is not important," or who look down upon financial success. These limiting beliefs, if absorbed, can lead us to a life of stagnation. When we say that money is not essential, or that pursuing prosperity is a waste, We are, unknowingly, conditioning our minds to accept mediocrity and reject opportunities. After all, if we believe that something is not important, why would we invest effort or attention in it? Over time, this transforms us into people who will never achieve financial success. Curiously, those who insist the most that money is not important are often the ones who work the hardest, in endless hours, trying to improve their situation. The truth is that money is not just a tool for covering basic needs. It is also a means to acquire things that truly matter to us. Having a good relationship with money allows us to care for the well-being of our families, invest in opportunities that may bring us security and fulfillment in the future, and even help those around us without sacrificing our own needs. To achieve a financially satisfying life, the first step is to stop thinking that money is something vile or irrelevant. Unlike faith or spirituality, money does not reward mediocrity, nor does it forgive the lack of effort or planning. The pursuit of wealth requires a mindset of transcendence, in which we go beyond the barriers of time and invest in something that benefits not only ourselves but others as well. This means creating value that inspires, transforms, and adds to the lives of others, a value that translates into a lasting legacy. One thing is certain: those who seek wealth need to understand that entrepreneurship is fundamental. Life is too short to spend all your energy working just for someone else. Being rational means realizing that relying solely on a fixed salary may take several lifetimes to accumulate true wealth. Working to fulfill the mission we choose is the most promising path to achieving financial freedom, because that is where we take control of our own earnings and, consequently, our future. To truly become wealthy, you need to play the game of life with the intention to win, not just to avoid losing. This difference may seem subtle, but it completely transforms our attitudes and decisions. For example, imagine a person who is dissatisfied with their job, but stays in it out of fear of losing what they already have. This person is playing not to lose, prioritizing safety, which is a limited mindset. When we only bet on security, the results tend to be minimal because the best rewards usually require courage and long-term vision. On the other hand, those who believe that the world is abundant and that there is always room for improvement do not work solely for a salary, but for personal growth and knowledge acquisition. This person sees work as a bridge to build something greater, not just as a source of income. Instead of focusing on immediate security, they invest in themselves, their skills, and their ability to adapt and evolve. By playing to win, they open the door to larger and more meaningful opportunities. If your goal is to build wealth and lead a fulfilling life, remember, play the game of life with courage and purpose. Understand that security is important, but it is not enough to achieve success. True transformation requires us to step out of our comfort zone and embrace the challenge of attaining something that goes beyond our daily needs. The thought that should drive you to act is, "I want to play to win." This is a powerful thought that makes all the difference in your journey. Playing to win means you are focused on achieving your goals with determination and purpose, while playing not to lose means acting out of fear of failure. When you play only to avoid defeat, you limit your own potential and block opportunities because you act defensively, believing that resources are scarce and that it is best to protect yourself at all costs. However, as long as you maintain this defensive view of life, the results will hardly change. Only when you adopt a winning-focused approach, facing each action with the intention of succeeding, will you begin to see results that match your true potential. There is a fundamental difference between merely wishing and truly committing. Commitment means making a pact with yourself, where the decision to move forward, to make the right choices, and to remain true to your purpose does not depend on how you are feeling or on external circumstances. This commitment brings peace of mind because you know you are doing your best, which reduces anxiety. Over time, you will see the fruits of this commitment, and these satisfactory results will further fuel your determination to reach your goals. When you are truly committed, that decision takes up 100% of your time. There is no room for uncertainty. Either you are fully committed or you are not. It is essential to distance yourself from desires without commitment, as they weaken the spirit and sabotage your dreams. Having great aspirations without a solid commitment is like planting seeds in soil that does not support them. Your dreams will not flourish, and you will only experience frustration. In contrast, a firm commitment strengthens your will and energizes your journey, becoming a solid foundation for success. There is also a fundamental principle of abundance. You only attract what you desire when you feel true joy in seeing others achieve those goals. If you feel resentment or envy when you see someone attaining what you long for, such as acquiring your dream car or achieving a prosperous lifestyle, you are not yet ready to have those things. The abundance mindset does not accommodate feelings of scarcity. On the contrary, it is directed towards a vision that there is enough for everyone, and that we can all prosper together. As long as you see the world with a limited perspective of scarcity, you will be blocking your own access to abundance. Envy acts as a silent poison, consuming those who feel it and preventing true prosperity from manifesting. We all have the potential to achieve success, but millions of people, unknowingly, are dominated by negative and limiting beliefs that sabotage their lives. Our minds have incredible power over our reality. A change in thinking can completely transform our destiny. What you feel when you see others' prosperity will be exactly what manifests in your life. If you experience genuine joy when witnessing the success of others, that positive energy will transform into a magnetic field that attracts opportunities into your life. On the other hand, if you feel envy, you will be creating barriers to your own prosperity. Your feelings about money and the success of others largely determine what you can achieve financially. Life always balances what is in disharmony. If there is any negative trace in your relationship with money, life will eventually bring corrections, as it is relentless in restoring balance. Every minute you spend judging others is a minute lost in building your own life. Therefore, the proposal is simple. Celebrate the achievements of others and view their success as motivation. True wealth lies in preparation, in cultivating knowledge and skills. Just as a tree cannot grow without a seed, wealth needs a foundation of financial knowledge and continuous effort to thrive. There are two main ways to become financially prosperous: by entrepreneurship, taking on the role of creating something new, or by investing, multiplying resources over time. Both options require a firm commitment, deep knowledge, and a mindset focused on creating value and abundance. To achieve true wealth, it is necessary to understand that prosperity is not just about owning possessions, but about creating a positive impact for oneself and society. Only then can you build a rich and fulfilling life. You, who have worked as an employee, can now consider yourself an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship and investment always come with risks, that is true, but the biggest risk of all is simply not taking any risks. It is during moments of uncertainty and challenge that the most precious opportunities arise. These opportunities often bring the gains and transformations that change our lives. Before concluding this video, I want to reinforce our commitment to comment, share, and create. In the comments, share the greatest lesson you learned from this content. Send this video to someone special who could benefit from this message, and more importantly, use what you learned here today to build something meaningful, something that reflects the best of your own journey and contributes to the good of others. The life that God has given us is a gift. Let's do something wonderful with it. Remember, we are just beginning this journey, and great achievements await us. The conclusion of this text emphasizes that taking risks and facing challenges are essential components for true growth, both personal and professional. When we choose a life of absolute safety and stability, we end up establishing invisible barriers to our development. The pursuit of comfort and certainty can be tempting, but it is also misleading. It often limits us, prevents us from exploring new possibilities, and blocks our access to the full potential that resides within each of us. The comfort zone, while comfortable, is also a zone of stagnation where opportunities and innovation become scarce. Entrepreneurship and investment, activities that require courage and vision, always carry undeniable risks. There is the risk of failure, financial loss, uncertainty, and error. However, paradoxically, the greatest risk we take in life is precisely not risking anything. Remaining motionless in a posture of self-preservation means renouncing progress, learning, self-knowledge, and truly significant achievements. It is in uncertain journeys, bold decisions, and persistent attempts that the most transformative experiences arise, those that shape us and allow us to build a legacy. This final message, therefore, represents a powerful and transformative call for each of us to face our fears and limitations with a clear and well-defined purpose. This invitation is not just a suggestion, but a profound guidance, a reminder that we must apply the valuable lessons we have learned throughout our journeys and convert each acquired knowledge into practical and meaningful actions that create value, both for ourselves and for others. Ultimately, the essence of a truly rich life lies in the positive impact we can generate through our experiences, values, and contributions, both within our personal circles and in the broader community. Taking responsibility for creating something meaningful is an act of courage that not only enriches us financially, but also brings a deep sense of purpose and fulfillment. It is by sharing what we have learned and building something that benefits not only our own journey, but also the journeys of those around us that we find a deeper reason to keep moving forward, even in the face of adversity. By inspiring others, helping them overcome their own challenges and pursue their ambitions, our path becomes even brighter. The success we achieve ceases to be an isolated achievement. It expands and resonates, positively impacting the lives of all those we encounter, creating a network of transformation that extends beyond ourselves. Every risk we decide to face becomes a precious opportunity to grow, discover, learn, and transform. Facing adversities with a growth mindset means seeing each difficulty not as an obstacle, but as a chance to refine our character, strengthen our skills, and build resilience. We learn to rise after falls, reevaluate our mistakes, redirect our energies to new strategies, and see the beauty in the imperfections of the journey. This process teaches us not only to succeed in our endeavors, but also to become more human, more connected to our values, and more aware of the impact of our actions on others and on the world around us. Thus, as we embrace this journey, we remember that life is made up of fleeting moments, and that every chance presented to us is unique and precious. Seizing every moment, every challenge, and every lesson is essential to transforming our experiences into something beautiful and meaningful. This reflects the kind of legacy we want to leave for future generations, the inspiration we wish to be for others, and the way we choose to use our skills and talents for the collective good. Ultimately, it all comes down to creating a world where we can all grow together, overcome barriers, and move towards a prosperous and inspiring future, where everyone plays a key role in building a more just and supportive society. If there is one thing that life teaches us clearly, it is that the pursuit of something greater, something that transcends our own ego and personal needs, is what truly fills our existence. This search for meaning is a journey that connects us with the deepest part of ourselves and drives us to go beyond the immediate circumstances that surround us. Living with purpose and courage challenges us to expand our limits, to constantly surpass ourselves, and to finally realize that we can transform each fear into a bridge that leads us to new horizons and new opportunities. This transformation does not happen overnight, but is a gradual process that shapes us and prepares us to face life's challenges with resilience and optimism. When we decide to embrace a life of purpose, we become more aware of our actions and their impact on the world. Every choice we make becomes a statement of who we are and what we value. It is in this context that courage becomes an indispensable virtue. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to face it, to confront uncertainties, and to act despite them. This courage gives us the strength to break barriers, to step out of our comfort zones, and to pursue our dreams with passion. By acting with determination, we discover that we are capable of much more than we imagined, that we have within us the ability to achieve extraordinary things. Therefore, let each of us move forward with the courage to dream, the determination to act, and the inspiration to leave a positive impact in everything we do. It is essential to remember that every small action counts. Sometimes it may seem that we are doing little, but it is the sum of these small actions that generates great changes. True success is not measured only in terms of personal achievements, but in how these achievements affect the lives of others. When we use our talent and skills to serve others, we create a domino effect that can transform lives and entire communities. After all, true success is one that leaves indelible marks and opens pathways for others to also tread their own journeys with confidence and hope. Every step we take is not just a movement towards a personal goal, but an invitation to possibility and transformation. When we have the courage to follow our dreams, we inspire others to do the same. We become beacons of hope in a world that often seems dark and desolate. Our inner light can illuminate the path of someone who is struggling to find their own. May we together be agents of change, building a legacy that inspires and empowers others to become the best version of themselves. The legacy we leave is not just what we accumulate in material terms, but more importantly, it is the way we treat people, how we contribute to society, and how we cultivate meaningful relationships. Ultimately, the essence of our existence lies in the connections we forge, the love we share, and the lives we impact. This is the greatest gift we can offer to the world, our ability to create positive changes, to dream boldly, and to pursue these dreams with all the passion in our hearts. We are all part of this greater tapestry of life, and every thread matters. Let us weave our stories with intention, determination, and love, remembering that together we can create a future full of hope and prosperity. This captures the essence and the motivational spirit of your original message, translated into English while retaining the emotional depth and powerful messaging. If you need any adjustments or further help, feel free to ask.